spiders, the web weavers. I
Well,
don't know.
you're
There's something about that.
that's how you're in for a treat because we are playing on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and we do see Kebabes removing Abatha and Dark Horse removing Tyrande as their first picks. Oh, Kebabes picking up Meriden. Now, I wonder if they'll be going into a Lieutenant Morales combo again because we did see them play that really effectively last game. Lieutenant Morales, stim pack onto Meriden, and his mini stuns may as well have been long duration, hard cooldown stuns.
Would have to agree. Very dangerous. I didn't actually expect it to be that potent, but I guess the mass does add up with the attack speed and the mini stuns. You know, it's really formidable. Really formidable.
So right now, the cool thing about this game is that these two are, this is a round robin tournament. We've talked about it before. Both these teams are now playing for top spot in this tournament. The winner of this will be in first place position. Doesn't mean they've necessarily won the event, but it does mean that they are sitting in that top spot going into the final round. And Kebabes, it looks like they're playing very similar game. They've got the Muradin, they picked up the Jaina, they got the Uther. Dark Horse not wanting to, they remove Zagara and Kebabes. Do you think they'll be playing a similar strat, removing Reyna? Reyna, do you think we'll be seeing double warrior coming out of Kebabes?
Out of Kebabes, it's been hard to say. Um, I think yes. I think the double melee is so strong at the moment. Even with ETC, the problem we have with double melee is obviously if your double melee gets stunned, you've got a lot of closed windows for CC to close up
Yep.
the ETC. But they have banned out the ranged kind of variant bearing Tyrande. I mean, Tyrande is a really strong counter for the ETC. I've had games I've watched Tyrands, they're literally just waiting for the ETC tournament, and as soon as it goes down, bam, it's done like that. So very smart ban by them. But I feel like Dark Horse, um, you know, what they've got at the moment is quite standard. Every time we've seen an ETC, we've usually seen a Kalthas on the same team or some sort of very strong mage to kind of back him up, get the bursty damage down. So I would think with after seeing what's been going down, I think they'll be trying to get some more form of CC. Whether that comes through melee or range, it doesn't really matter. They just really need to shut down the ETC, shut down the mobility. And I
Yep.
think what a cool thing would be the Leoroc thing you were talking about before with the wall off.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Not an interesting pick, but a very solid pick. Dark Horse picking up Sylvanas can put so much pressure in that bottom lane. Just push that. She's got really good escape as well. And the second pickup of Diablo as well.
All right, just concur.
Do you,
Excuse me for my unprofessionalism, but I'm gonna smash this pie with
That's
every
all
ounce
right.
of body
No one, no
left in
one,
my body.
no one can see your camera. No one will know.
Good.
I know. I just think that's
Uh,
an interesting pickup there again. The Diablo. So this doesn't have like you say a traditional pickup comp, like sorry, a traditional roaming gank comp. So the Diablo doesn't really fit into that there. Like I wonder if they're picking Diablo as a way to as almost a counter pick. They're picking up a second warrior to make their front line a little bit stronger. Diablo's got some of the best peeling in the game, so against targets like their players like Kelthus and Sylvanas, it's going to really help for that as well. Plus, it stops Kebabes from having that apocalypse to deal with the mosh pit, forcing Kebabes, sorry, to do something else. Right now, the composition only has Muradin, and if he's in the mosh pit, he obviously can't stun to get out of it. So it's an interesting play here. Again, I would like to see a Falstad because Falstad just with the Mighty Gush has so much potential to push those targets like ETC out of their heroic, even Kelthus back if he's starting to do much damage. But doing that might be detrimental because you would be pushing the enemy away from your damage dealers. So picking up a pretty standard pick, or very, sorry, not standard pick, but I should say very sustainable pick. She does a lot of good sustained damage, very good wave clear, and she can take the Giant Slayer. And then Johanna as well, secondary tank, good pickup as well. Lieutenant Morales, soul heal for Dark Horse. Interesting pick there because all of their damage is coming from Kelthus. Not something that you see that often. He is powerful, especially with the scaling changes. But, I mean, he's just, I don't know, if you're really waiting to level 13 for a lot of damage to come out of Kelthus, where Kebabes, obviously, they'd already picked up Jane. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure how I feel about that Diablo pick there, but it might be for counterplay more than anything else as a counter pick, and the peeling will be can be very powerful coming off Diablo as well. So very, very interesting drafting going here. Kebabes looks like more of a very standard pick, but Dark Horse, just a very interesting lineup here that Lieutenant Morales, Diablo, and Sylvanas. Sylvanas obviously be the bottom lane. Lieutenant Morales will be good at keeping up those ETC and Diablo picks, and then Diablo peeling for Kelthus. You know what? Actually, in second thoughts, I'm starting to really like these drafts here. I mean, these drafts are actually looking really good for both teams, and I'm actually going to go out here. I think Dark Horse actually has a really interesting lineup, a really powerful lineup.
I am back. Sorry about that. Had
No
to be
worries,
done.
good to.
Had to be done, I'm afraid. They don't call me starving for no reason. But yeah, no, I was just listening as well while you were talking about those team comps. Would have to agree. The Diablo and Lieutenant Morales. I think Lieutenant Morales works in any team comp where she can be kept alive without necessarily having to worry about it at all. You find when there's team comps where people can just kind of shove her around and stuff, that's when her worth starts falling off a lot. But I mean, they have got a lot of CC in their team composition, so it's going to be quite good for them. The Joanna is going to be the one presenting a lot of problems though for Lieutenant Morales, depending on her positioning though. But Team Kebabes, that looks like something pretty standard. They got the double tank that we were talking about before. Still a heavy melee composition. If you no matter how you were to look at it, because the Uther obviously needs to be getting those stuns off. Just the question is, who do you stun? Do you stun a Diablo? Not necessarily. Do you stun ETC? Yes. You'd love to be able to stun him during the mosh pit, but the truth is, an Uther obviously cannot do that. So it's very interesting. He's going to have to be able to get into the back line and maybe get a stun, shrink ray off onto the Sylvanas or the Kalthas. But I do think Dark Horse is a very good team composition. Would have to agree with you.
It's just so different from what I'm normally seeing, and it really comes down to that Diablo followed by Lieutenant Morales pick. I mean, the peeling potential there is huge. Even Lieutenant Morales with her grenades, her displacement grenades, can do a lot of peeling as well for a team. Really cool lineup. I just can't wait to see these teams get into it.
Indeed. This is always the most exciting part of the game. Is like when you're just about to get into it and you're getting ready. But it's always nice seeing these cool skins as well. No master skin on the Uther, unfortunately. But I can't really talk because I don't have one yet either. Just real quietly. So but yeah, while the game's starting up, I actually have a kind of a funny tale. It's not that funny for me. Oh, it is, but not really. But let me just tell you, I'm sure you'll have be pretty interested in this as well, just concur. But so the weekend just been, well, I mean, the day just being yesterday. Um, I thought it'd be a good idea, get proactive and get up and, I do a lot of casting and do a lot of gaming as well. And obviously I work in office, so I'm sitting down a lot. So what I did, and I was like, I'm going to go out and hang out with a friend and go for a swim, So we went to the pools, right? And I was boasting and bragging all day because she's learning to swim. And I was saying, I can teach you how to swim. I'm a good swimmer, etc. And the day goes on well, and we're swimming and we're doing all that sort of thing. And then I'm like talking about, oh, do you know how to dive? And she's like, oh, no, I don't. I was like, oh, it's awesome. I'll teach you how to dive, trying to be this big Aquarius swimmer, athlete sort of person. And yeah, so the lifeguard's there on the left, right, and I'm in a big 50-meter pool. I jump off the diving board, and mid-air, both of my legs, the lower half of my legs, cramp as I leave the platform, right? I hit the water, and then the cramp just settles in like that, and I'm just like in the water, just floating like in pain.
Yep.
And the lifeguards look at my friends, look at me like, "You're all good," And I was I had too much pride to be like, "Look, like I need help," because I'm a confident swimmer, so
Yeah.
it hurt me to have to say that. And then eventually I had to say to him like, "Look, man, I can't do this. Like, you need to get me out of here." So the lifeguard, with 30 minutes left on his shift, had to bail me out of the water, a drowning rat like myself. So that was my day yesterday. That was pretty filthy. But we are getting into the game now, so I hope
That's
you enjoy
beautiful,
that.
Starving. That's an amazing.
It's my life. All right, so we are heading into the game now. So Dark Horse, we'll read their team off. I'll read their team off. We do see Lieutenant Morales being played by Cruven, Godzilla playing Sylvanas, Zekin, Michael playing Kalthas, Demise playing ETC, and KVA on Diablo.
All right, and red team, this is Kebabes. We do have a Minky Whale playing as Valor, Daz Pertz on Uther, Morton, because they've all stood together now. Morton as, sorry, where is he? Morton as Johanna, Murden as Robodoba, Uther as Dasperts, Jane will be playing as Hack, and Valor as Minky Whale. Now it looks like we've got Kebabes here trying to do a little sneaky trap here in the mid lane, but Dark Horse not really paying it, well, not responding to it, just going their separate ways to start soaking. Now these are pretty standard lanes here. Sylvanas in the bottom lane with Valor, both great lane soakers, both great disengage with their Vault and their Banshees. And then we just see the rest of the teams here. We should see both teams try and do those rotations there from mid to top. KVA going in, getting stunned, so won't be able to follow up with a throw over the shoulder. Robodoba leaps out, and then both teams just slowly start to disengage from each other.
Yeah, nothing. Sorry, my throat's acting out a wee bit. Hey fever, be gone. So no, the game really doesn't.
Oh, they're going for a gank on the bottom. Minky Whale could be in trouble. Gets thrown over the shoulder by Diablo, and then ETC just acts as a body block.
You know, that is really bad. I just was saying how nothing really happens at the start of the game. Then a Diablo runs in and tosses someone over his shoulder like a bag of salt. So bad luck is certainly around the corner for that for that poor Vala that just got pulled out. But no, they are going to react to that. We do see 2, 3, maybe 4 rotators running down. There are going to be 4 down the bottom lane very soon. So they're just going to be pushing that off. This map, excuse me, is very, very short. So the rotates very quickly. So it's important that the teams utilize this. And they obviously are quite good players themselves, so they will be very aware of this. Hack going to be going up against Godzilla on the bot lane, and a bit of pressure.
Oh, they're going for Diablo. Yeah, Diablo goes in, but he did get Uther fell down with a stun. They are trying to get ETC, but he does got back. Great healing coming from Lieutenant Morales, and then they'll just disengage from this. So we saw Diablo go in there. Uther threw down the stun for a disengagement. Oh, sorry, there was just so much in a short space of time.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with these sort of fights. They either break up very quickly, or, and as we're saying, that is a little bit of an engagement, wee bit of a tussle as Godzilla gets pulled down by the Vala, and they're going to have a bit of a tussle there indeed. But yeah, these fights, they either conclude very quickly, or they don't conclude at all, which I find in the early game, because the damage isn't so quick. You either get ganked by a whole lot of people. Oh, and as I'm saying that, another combo coming up. Hack, the squishiest target. Oh, that was a massive play by Hack there, actually. Turning that around and seeing Milky Well, and he actually brought off the damage just to peel him back as fast as he could. But Muradin and stuff trying to make a play here, but 2 tanks in the bottom lane. I don't really think they're going to be able to get an easy kill off this. Yeah. And that Diablo mask is going to really like that.
That trade there, that Jane and Sylvanas train was just so funny to watch. I mean, Jane was just in a bad spot and got taken out, but Sylvanas was like a bit of collateral damage.
Yeah. That's the thing, that she knew she was going to die, so the damage she got off in the meantime was fantastic. ETC now in a very good situation. He's sitting between the Uther healer and Minky Whale, so they are not going to be able to do anything off that. They're going to be able to get a 2-for-1 trade. Nice body blocking by Godzilla again, securing another kill. The Uther healer just keeping her up. Morton's so low, and proving he is not just a game presenter or game organizer. Yeah, he will bait his teammates to death as well.
Oh, Morton might die from this!
Oh, Morton, you god, he lives again to tell the tale. He's just baiting me here. He's loving it. He's loving every second of it. But nah, massive plays. Couldn't believe he didn't fall there. The must have been the healing from the dead Uther that kept him alive through that endeavor. So very good play by the Uther by not going AFK when you die, because of course when you die, ladies and gentlemen, you're not actually dead. So just remember that if you're playing Uther. First time Uther, keep moving. Keep on moving. Or keep swimming.
That's such the big bonus of Uther. Sometimes dying is actually beneficial for you, because you can then heal uninterrupted. A little bit of more damage going out. KVA getting pulled back in, throws Morton over the shoulder, and Morton, actually that was a bad throw, because now he's acting as a bit of a body block. But a lot of damage going here, they can't quite commit, and Morton actually will get punished for that transgression. Lieutenant Morales keeping Diablo alive, they'll follow up, they're trying to get Dazperts, he's been displaced. And they will just a little bit. Now they've gone back in, and now they've disengaged again. That's I thought that was actually a bad position there for KVA. Jahan obviously pulled him in, and KVA threw him over the shoulder. And I thought, oh no, that's going to block KVA from retreating. But we saw Kruven arrive at Lieutenant Morales at the right time and did keep Diablo alive, and so punished Morton for his aggressive actions. But behind all of this, we did see the red team manage to get a hand in, and this is going to very nicely push them in front with the experience lead and help them get to level 10 sooner.
Yeah, the red web weavers as they are tongue twisted along the tattling yarn there. But big fight going on. Robotop actually going surprisingly low as the fight just begins. Nice dwarven toss there, going to keep him safe. But the red web weaver just doing his damage in the top lane. It's going to die very shortly to tower damage though, so they do feel comfortable leaving that. And they are actually going for this kill onto Morden, but they are so low, and that may have been just a little bit of a misplay there. And Kavier's gone up and said, whoa, what happened to him? So he's going to take his place as the cow. ETC's running on all four though. He's knowing what he's doing. And all the web weavers have gone down. So they are in a comfortable position now. But the only thing a bit uncomfortable is this push that's going on to them. But I mean, I'm really liking the confidence of the blue team. You know, they didn't sketch out. The only thing they might have done wrong there is just overextend on that fight. But they're not doing anything too risky. You know, they've done what they had to do. Now they can just reset.
Yeah, they didn't go crazy. They didn't bring everyone to the top lane to try and deal with the push, deal with the web weaver. Savannah stayed below, took out the web weaver there, and the middle one died of natural causes. So there was a lot of really good responding there by Dark Horse to those web weavers, and they've managed to keep the experience lead. And really, they've lost nothing in this exchange. They've lost some ammunition down the bottom lane. Yeah, they've responded to that extraordinarily well.
Indeed, indeed. But are they going to be... Yeah, well, I think I like what Mickey Whale's doing, actually. He's kind of trying to stop it, but he's getting a bit pressured there. Uthi Healing going to be able to keep him up, and that is a massive bait onto Demise. Lieutenant Morale's going to be able to keep him up for a little while, sorry. And nice knockback, actually establishing that...
Yeah, we talked about that during the draft, didn't we? We said, like, the peel that Lieutenant Morales can do with a grenade is just so... I think there's a big fight going on, and ETC's gone back in. A lot of damage is going down. He is falling. He will be the first to fall in this fight. KVA trying to do a little bit of job, but he's been stunned, being held in. Lieutenant Morales doing a great job of keeping him alive, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He is blinded. Is he going to walk away from this? I don't believe it. Even Jaina missing with her howling.
Oh my lord, that was a massive play. Godzilla really trying to make something of nothing there, but almost getting those kills. And that was a massive play by Caviar. I don't know if you saw that, but as he was going so low, they'd already lost their one tank. If they lost the second, it'd be dangerous as. So he actually charged a creep and got out there. Massive cleans coming out onto Zekin, keeping him alive. Can they keep him alive for any longer? KVA actually going a bit too deep there. He is certainly going to fall, but his res timer is down to just 4 seconds because of those soul stones. Maybe a little bit intentional there.
Oh, that Demise might have been going a bit too deep. Level 10 has been hit for Kebabes right now, and that's puts them in a pretty nice position here. They can easily clean up these web weavers. We won't see Dark Horse really follow up just yet. They're going to be frantically trying to get their own experience to grab their level 10 because they are so close to it, and they are level 10 now. But there's only one web weaver down. I mean, that was a well-timed, I should say, very lucky situation for Kebabes. Getting that level 10 when they did, it prevented Dark Horse from really following up too deeply.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing that quite well. And all they were really waiting for there, the blue team, being Caviar and his crew there, was just waiting for the web weaver. And they only needed like 7 hand-ins. Yeah. But Minky Whale's in another dangerous situation. I'm sorry, you are not going to live through that, unfortunately. Can Morton get it picked up here from Caviar as well? Uther in a bit of a dangerous situation. Stuns coming out, and a big ATC ultimate into a double.
Oh, the barbecue!
Oh, that was amazing. Nice tornado gravity ledge picking up Morden there, but the healing coming out from Uther really slowing down into process, body blocking from the KVA, and nothing out of the ordinary from those lads there. Amazing plays. And ETC actually going deep again. Robodoba Dwarven tossing himself out. Gravity ledge just missing, and they get the kill with the Phoenix. Massive, massive zoning, and that is just a testament to how good KVA is playing with his team here. And the zoning we were talking about with the Lieutenant Morales, he has not been touched very often, has he, Disconcur?
Not at all, but I mean, what was the big moment of that was the invite your mates around for a barbecue and listen to some tunes. It's ETC and Diablo both use Lightning Breath and Mosh Pit to its devastating effect.
Devastating effect, and it's only going to get worse, my friend. Where if he picks that up, or maybe he's going to go for the 10%, I keep forgetting what it's called, the Diablo talent at 20, how you can drain all by 10%, might actually pick that up, get a nice ETC out, and just go bam, 10% off all way HP bars at the start, which would really help this situation. Raw damage as well, percentile damage, so strong. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle that in the late game. I'd love to see a big wombo combo with a nice silencing arrow and that sort of thing. But I'm more interested as well to see how the red team actually handles the team fights. It's cancelling these ETC ultimates, they don't have the APOC to work with. So if they can cancel that ETC ultimate and get the fight under their control, could go very well for them. XP leads almost minimalistic.
That's almost what they're trying to do. They're trying to find around these mosh pits. They're trying to bait them out, get the mosh pit, a bad mosh pit, or in a position where the mosh pit is least effective. I mean, it's gonna wreck them every single time. However, if they can avoid a mosh pit, or if they can bait it out into a bad situation, I mean, we can see a big play. We can see a Blessed Shield followed up by a Ring of Frost followed into a Strafe. I mean, that's a lot of damage for Lieutenant Morales to try and heal against, which I don't think she'll be able to. However, they have to be in the right position to play against it. I mean, these two teams are just wailing into each other in the mid lane here. No one committing, but they are just throwing punches left, right, and center, hoping to put someone off. But the blue team is just going to be forced this fortification down now. Actually, they're going Demise. It's a massive. They might be able to get ETC. ETC might be able to do something with Uther there, but not in a good position. We do see the stim packs being used on Godzilla. ETC is going to fall. Sorry, Diablo's going to fall from this Divine Shield, keeping Uther alive, and Demise backs out before he gets killed. Oh, the bit of a trade. Bit of a trade for both teams just then.
Nah, a very good trade though. Diablo actually tried to get his lightning breath off, but just 1 second too late. Uther ultimate coming off to keep Uther alive. But Uther just stood there and just kept auto-attacking Diablo like a good little support. So very well played, but blue team actually in quite a good situation. They've kind of, in my opinion, come out on top of that team fight, where the trade was 1-1. Obviously, 1-1 when you're 2 web weavers down is obviously better. So they're doing a very good job of just rotating to the other lane. They did select the bottom lane for the push target, and they managed to get themselves some more push. So very good job. And the Diablo.
They're coming up behind Savannah. Sorry, they're coming up behind Minky Whale here. We're going to see ETC try and go in, but they go for Jaina instead. The big powerhouse for Team Kebabes. Ice Block has been used, but Jaina is not running away from that and will fall. Minky Whale on the half health as well, but will back out and survive. Oh, there's 2 fronts going on. Minky Whale's in low health. You're almost being killed through the fortification walls, and Robodoba being out of place just to try and harass Demise, I guess. Stop him from getting back into the fight. But that was just a fighting on 2 fronts there, not doing much. But that kill, I mean, Valor was there. Valor had done an odd vault. ETC could have gone on to them, could have gone on to her and taken her out. But ETC saw the Jaina down bottom and went high priority target. Can't get away, has no tricks, unlike the Vault. Has no tricks. We take out Jaina, we take out their damage for the rest of the fight until she's back into it. So that's a really great...
And 47 hand, and sorry just to interrupt you
there. No worries.
But he's desperately trying to get them handed in, and so would you if you had that many on your person. So he is by himself effectively. It's kind of split up at the moment, and he has been seen in that... Oh, if that gravity lapse got him, that could have been very bad for Robodoba. He was completely split. So maybe a bit of miscomms there by the blue team. Probably could have got themselves a nice wee kill there, but they do know something is up. They do not like it, and here comes ETC. He is going to tumble out though, and now KVA is in the muck of it by himself. Can he get out? Yes, he can. Lieutenant Morales able to sit behind those walls. Nice and safe, and the Ring of Frost being popped a bit preemptively as well. But in an... Oh, this is just turning around nice and quickly for the blue team. The ultimates have been used by the red team, so I guess they could even fight this. They look... Oh, look at this massive ulti coming out by Demise, and KVA jumping into the backline to really disrupt the flow of things, picking up the lightning breath, and he's getting himself a 1v2. Heckin' stuff going so low, but the ultimate has been used onto Jaina to keep her up. Uther's probably going to go down, but not so bad indeed. Might be able to keep Robodoba up with his 16 remaining gems. Is he going to be able to get out there alive? Godzilla looking to make the kill. Is he going to be able to dwarf toss? Yes, he can. He gets over there, but KVA and the rest merging down.
He's going to be blocked at Rodo's. Not going to be able to survive this, and he does get blocked by KVA and the rest of the blue team, and Hack backs away from that thing. I cannot say you good sir, no matter what powers I have. That was such a long engagement starving, and it just went so well in Blue's flavor. I mean, KVA looked like he went in maybe a little bit too early, but Lieutenant Morales behind the wall with the healing beam was just way too much healing for Kebabes to handle.
Yeah, it did look like he was going a bit too heavy, but the thing is he has Lieutenant Morales. And you can kind of afford to go that heavy. They get you about to half HP, they've blown so much, and we saw them drop the Ring of Frost. To what avail? I mean, he got stuck in the Ring of Frost, instant cleansed out, topped off to about 80% HP, and you've already wasted so much of your damage potential on a Diablo. that is now full health again. And even if he did die, the respawn time being so little, it may not have been worth it either way they looked at it. So, I mean, very, very smart there in a weird kind of way, what KVA did. Maybe he just knows his limits, or maybe it was just acting on a whim and he just didn't think about it and worked out very well for them. But nonetheless, a good play. So I think the thing they're noticing is definitely the Morales is the main issue. The issue also being that they can't obviously just walk past the two tanks, but they need to find a way to get rid of the Morales. And at the moment, it's just, they don't really have the opportunity. But here comes another fight. ETC walking in with KVA, and they are going to get the pick on Valor again. Looks like a mirror of last fight there. Morton going below HP, 50%, sorry. The Ring of Frost coming out, disabling the fight for just a short moment of time. And now Hack sitting by himself as well. Whereas the Diablo charge, he has been shrunk rate, and Hack is pushed out of there by the Lieutenant Morale's knockback. But no, Robodoba, you are the... Oh, that was a massive Dwarven toss. Just using the game's mechanics there to kind of just slightly bug that out. But that was absolutely fantastic.
That was
give it another hand in.
That was a beautiful, beautiful peeling situation there by Robo and Morton. We had Robodover at the bottom on Mirrodin, Morton on Johanna at top. They both poked in top and bottom, and it really spread. It really spread out Dark Horse, and they just lost their focusing, the target priority. Mirrodin threw down to Heaven. Stun made him even split even more. I mean, that was just a beautiful peeling work there by Morton and Robodover. I don't know if they coordinated that, but God, did it look good to watch.
Yeah, especially because, you know, Diablo just moves so fast. He gets a stun off, and if you can miss that, bloody God in my books. But look at this now. The 2-level advantage is really starting to become quite obvious. The Phoenix enough to zone out the whole team and just really prevent them from even wanting to push out. They're just going to be walking around doing as much damage as they can to the structures without really having to do much. The Web Weaver are going to be able to do the bulk of the damage, and KVA picking his first target, pulling in Robodoba. But here comes the Ring of Frost out onto Kael'thas, and the Lightning Breath being used to zone out the potential damage. KVA probably...
Oh, the big mosh pit!
ETC, 4 players stuck! Massive, and that is going to end the fight so quickly for them. Divine Shield being popped onto Jaina. Heck, is he going to be able to bring it back? But no, he's going so low with the healing in second, trying desperately. The Phoenix back up now, but can he do it? Is he going to get outplayed? Zeka goes down. Massive plays by Hack, managing to pick up that kill, but it does look like they're going straight for the victory. They do know what's going on, and Hack more aware, more so than anyone. The Web Weaver wailing away too. Can he do it? No, he does go down.
Picked up.
GG.
I mean, there was a massive play there, like Jaina, KT going at it, rivals in the game, both majors, and Hack just coming off in a much better foot, but it didn't help because the rest of his team was down, and this match is going to Dark Horse, and they are currently in the lead for this round robin tournament. They have won the most games comparative to everyone else.
Oh, man.